Well, a very good evening to you as you join us for tonight's live game. Unfortunately, our weather forecast is somewhat less than promising. We're told to expect intermittent spells of heavy rain, which might very well impact on the quality of the football later. It'll certainly add a new dimension, especially for those players who like to keep hold of the... Tries a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Scoring early doesn't guarantee you anything, but the first goal is always important, and that's a terrific opening.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Vallecas didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Let down by a lack of accuracy. And it's Luis Suarez. Suarez plays it out to the flank. He's had that put on a plate. Played out to the right. Great leap! He's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Casillas can pick that up. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. Forlan. It's Forlan! That wasn't easy.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Cuts it out. He's through. Room for a shot. He's gone for it! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Iniesta! And the ball's come out! Gets it upfield. Forlan. Out to the left it goes. Fires from distance. That will sail harmlessly past.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Forlan. Luis Suarez. And it's Forlan. That's not going to make it. Iniesta. And here's Torres. Going through. Casillas catches it safely. Pedro. No, that's not the ball he wanted. And here's Torres. Hoists it forward.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Defending was strong and firm. Iniesta. Looks to clip it forward, shapes to shoot! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Iniesta. Now, can he capitalise? Luis Suarez. That had to be more accurate. It's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Fernando Torres did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Pedro. And it's played forward. Fernando Torres. Real chance! Ball's gone out of play. It's a brilliant interception. And here's Iniesta. It's Iniesta! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
And it's Luis Suarez. Pedro. Tries. And the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's a real shame, Peter, because it was beautifully worked. Took the defence out of the picture, but he'll be in no hurry to watch the replay.
Fernando Torres. Well read, he sorted that out. Well, the first goal came from this. Repelled by the keeper. Has gone out. Oh, that's a waste. Forlan. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Whose ball? Who's going to get there? Luis Suarez. It's a good... Pedro! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Any views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Ponferrada ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we're already back underway here. Hit long and direct. He's found his man. Sergio Ramos. Luis Suarez. Lobs it in gently.
Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
Luis Suarez! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Up to meet it! Just off target.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Iniesta goes looking. Good idea, just poorly executed. He's left his man. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Pedro. And it's Luis Suarez. It's pretty clear that he's being singled out.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
It's on a plate. Iniesta has created one goal already. Dinks one in. That has put a stop to that. Well, good day to you wherever you are. You join us on a day where the weather just may have an impact on a football match that has been much anticipated. It's dry at the moment, but the forecast is that it will be wet, perhaps very wet by the time the game is underway, and certainly by the time of the... It's Luis Suarez! He's missed, but not by that far.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Forlan. Lugano. Valverde. Varela. Forward it goes. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. That's a decent ball. And he's cut it out. And it's Forlan. Varela. Valverde. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Pull it. Done very well to intervene. Hoists it forward. Forlan needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Just brushed off the ball there. He's got away. Has a goal! It goes to show he is human after all.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Rijkaard. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. And it's played forward. Well read, he sorted that out. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Gets it back. Out to the left it goes. And here's Bergkamp. It's on a big chance! It's in! He was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due. And it was a brilliant setup and finish.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Varela. Knocks it away. Valverde. He's gone for it! A great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Luis Suarez. And that's been levered clear. Now they can break here. Rijkaard. He's come loose. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Good ball. Now it's Forlan. Forlan. It's anyone's ball. Sermon. And it's Hullet. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Varela. Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Up to meet it! Hullet. Suarez battles to win it back. Decent looking ball. He's left his man, tries a shot! No mistake!
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. He's had a go! Oh, that is rather wayward.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Varela. Needed a better pass there. Pull it. Could be a chance here. Bergkamp. And the shot! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. Missed it.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Loose ball, who's going to get there? It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. He's had that put on a plate. Has a hit! Back of the net! Into the lead once more. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Gets away from his opponents. Has a hit! Oh, the ball's come loose. Has a pop! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Bullet just had too many bodies around him. He would have done remarkably well to score from there.
And it goes for goal! And this could be the final action of the first half. Tries to get it clear. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands. And
in with a header! That's good distance on it. Fallen! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little back there to indicate what was coming.
And that's been won straight back. Forlan. Valverde. And it's Forlan. Chip through. He's got the... and the shot! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with 2 very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Ball's gone out of play. Lugano. Suarez is now the subject of some adhesive marking.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And the through ball is intercepted. Gets into some space. And through to the goalkeeper. Robben. Valverde tries to get it forward quickly. And here's Robben. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rijkaard hoists it forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He's through. Shoots! Trying to get there. Robben. An uncompromising challenge. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Forlan. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And here's Robben. Over to the left. Tries to get it forward quickly. Well, that had to be more accurate. Just brushed off the ball there. Forward it goes. Cuts it out.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Oh, well defended. That had to be done.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Pedro. He's got through. Chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Rijkaard gets it out to the wing.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Well, here is the rain we were told to expect.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
No question, that's a foul. He's played him through. Going through. Goes for goal! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
That's a foul. Free kick's been given. Long ball, but not especially accurate. And the counter is on. And Cruyff! And a shot! Cruyff with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Vallecas probably deserved a share of this, but of course you don't always get what you deserve. You're going to have to swallow a defeat. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. And we're underway. Valverde plays it forward. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Pull it. He's through. Oh, surely that deserved better.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Valverde. Forward it goes. Going through. And the keeper's in command. And the counter is on. Pullet goes long. And here's Robben. And it's Rijkaard. Good idea, just poorly executed. Tries to get it forward quickly. Pullet gets it out to the wing. Needed a better pass there. Pullet takes control of it and he's on the move. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. And here's Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! There it is!
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Surprise, surprise, he just keeps on delivering and, listen, we all expect that.
Rijkaard Valverde is the guilty party there. Rain starting to fall here. It has been looking that way for a little while. Varela hoists it forward, played into space out wide. And he's there to clear it. He was on the back foot. Now it's Van Basten. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Godin gets into the right position to intercept. Valverde drives it forward. Sermon. And here's Van Basten. And here's Robben. Nando looks to clip it forward. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked...
And the shot! And it's played forward. Rijkaard tries to get it forward quickly. Van Basten, and the finish! Sticks it away!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Godin plays it forward. Out for a throw. Pullet plays it in. Gets up to head it! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
And it's Robben. Just brushed off the ball there. He spotted the run and played him through. He gets past, goes for goal! Van Basten looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Robben. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. And here's Hullet. Hoists it forward. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. So we're just settling back into this second half. He's scored!
Well, that's what the top players do. The ability to seize the initiative at crucial times in the game. And now this second half has a completely different outlook.
The contact was crisp and clean. That was just a rocket.
Oh, the contact was fantastic. Right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Miranda de Ebro take the lead.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one to let you down in these situations.
Forward it goes. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And now the breakaway, and he's there to cut it out. Lewis shoots! That's gone a long way up and away. Pull it, and it's played forward. Well positioned to make that interception. Suarez is on the end of some really unwanted attention.
Well,
He's gone for it! Has a goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra sharp.
Robin. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Out towards the flank. Played into the middle.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
Tries a shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Van Dijk does well to read it and intercepts. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
That's a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Tries to get it forward quickly. Valverde had a shot! Robin, who does have an assist to his name. Rijkaard. There's the through ball. Great lead! It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Great header, made it look easy.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Miranda de Ebro go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Nicely measured pass. Robin gets the better of it. He's had a go! That tested the keeper.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
He's found his man. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Keeper's ball. Cuts it out, hoists it forward. Great chance! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, they're definitely going about things the right way, Peter. A goal soon can bolster energy levels now.
Goes for the cross. Tries to get it clear.
Goody is an obvious threat from set pieces. He needs special attention to stop him making a run.
Is there any support? He might not need it. There's the ball in. Cut out in the nick of time. Rijkaard goes looking. And now they can launch a counter. And here's Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! And somehow he managed to miss it. In comes the delivery. Massive leap! And he's there to hoof it away. And it's played forward. Now surely! It's a loose ball. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Has a pop! Oh, the ball's come loose. In for the pieces. No mistake. Deep, deep into injury time. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Vallecas give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. And that's it. Vallecas have some soul-searching to do here. Having been in apparent control, they have allowed it to slip away. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, they've been found wanting, in my opinion,